Shalom, Makim. Before we get started, let's give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
They get double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who move on to all this truth according to the Bible. And shalom to our brothers out there that the full comes over for pushing His word in all righteousness and sincerity. And like we always do, come out, week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, man. Okay, because there's a lot of things going on. In the past week, you had I-95 collapse, just a bunch of things that happened throughout the week. We just had a crazy hailstorm yesterday, so the Lord is having all these natural disasters happening. So this place is going down, all right, because these are the signs of the times. Could brother get 2nd Ezra 9, because these are the signs of the time, man. The Lord said these things are going to be happening in the earth, man. Okay, tsunamis. You had the one over there in China. There was a storm that ripped the whole roof of a restaurant open, okay? Had everybody flying out the restaurant. This is all the Lord, man, okay? Showing that the return of our Lord Yahushua, the one he called Jesus Christ, is close, man, okay?
Well, 2nd Ezra 9, verse 1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, it said measure the time diligently in itself. And what's the measuring stick? These scriptures, the prophecies, man. Okay? All right, what's going to happen in this book, all right, is the measuring stick to see what time that we're living in, man. Because our people like to say, oh, that's the time of the Bible. Well, we're still in the time of the Bible, man. Okay? This book never just ended. Okay, we're going through it right now, man. Okay?
Quick precept?
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
Yeah, that's talking about the angel, because when John the Revelator saw the angel, he got fearful and started to bow down, but the angel said, don't worship me. All right, so those people that think you can worship angels, it's not true, okay? Because the angel who said, don't worship me, man. Okay, go ahead.
Worship the Heavenly Father, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Well, the testimony of Yahushua, the witness of Yahushua, is the spirit of prophecy, man. So if you're not prophesying, ultimately you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in you, man. Okay? And we see that clearly with all these other Israelite groups who claim that they have the truth. Okay? They might have the very foundation, all right, but they're not prophesying, so they don't have the spirit of Yahushua, man. Okay? All right?
2nd Ezra 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Now, the funny thing about earthquakes is earthquakes cause many other events to happen on the earth. Okay? You got earthquakes, can cause tsunamis, okay? They can cause sinkholes, mudslides, volcanic eruptions, okay? So there's many other subdivisions of natural disasters that can happen with earthquakes, man. Okay? You can read?
Come, verse 4. Then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
So the Lord warned our people, our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from the beginning, okay? Letting them know these are the things that's going to be happening before the Lord returns, right? Okay? All right, so with knowing these things, you got to get yourself right. But we know only the elected of the nation of Israel are going to get right with the Lord. And 2/3 are going to stay ignorant and die, man. Okay?
Continuing on, even from the beginning. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end,
That's right.
and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effect and signs.
And signs, man. So what? All these things that we're seeing in the earth going on right now, major storms, earthquakes, even down to what's called, you have those, what's it called, them shootings that happen, man. Okay? All right? These things that happen in the earth are really the telltale sign that the Lord is returning, man. And this Edomite infrastructure is going down, okay? All right? Because back in times before, in this place America, it wasn't the thing that an Edomite man would be all fested up that he just go randomly, shoot some shit up unless he wanted to, you know. But now it's come to the point where they're so downtrodden and they're feeling the curses. They're feeling the curses, okay? That what? They're now going crazy about it, right? Okay? You know, showing you what time we're living in. We're living in a time of what? The kingdom of heaven being established on the earth, man. Okay? All right, and Satan's kingdom going down, which is ran by the Edomites, man. Okay? You got something?
Yeah, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 41, and this is verse 5. It says, the children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly.
That's right.
The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach.
That's right. So, you know, what they thought to inherit, what their forefathers raped and robbed, okay, it's going to come to naught for them, man. All right, you see the average Edomite male around 20 to 25 years old, his grandfather had no problem getting a woman, you know, had no problem, you know, working and paying the bills and stuff. But now they can't do the same. Having suicide rates at an all-time high, okay, shows you what they're going at a decline. Same thing will happen in Rome, man. Okay, the first, what they say, strong men make an easy life, okay, and then the easy life makes weak men, and weak men make a hard life. Okay, we're seeing that cycle going on in America, man. All right.
Yeah, they say that generation, what they call it, Generation Z.
Yep.
What's that? From, I think it's around like 1997 to like 2003. I think like they can't even qualify physically or mentally for the military. I was going into like this. I gotta pull it up, man. It was this crazy fact, like, cause they did this thing about the Space Force, how the Space Force chief commander wanted to basically have like pushing that alphabet lifestyle on the different actual people that enlist and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they want that all to be inclusive within the services, but that reflects like if we have, like, you gotta be mighty to be
a warrior. Yeah. You
if
can't have women in battle.
Yeah, feminine people in the actual on the battle line and such.
Yeah.
They can't qualify.
The shows the military is weak, man.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, at the end of the day, it shows that the Lord is breaking down this man's kingdom, man.
Yeah.
All right, because when you have the military might of a nation to be strong, that you can tell that that's a masculine nation, man. Okay, you know. But now this nation's been effeminized, man. It's not a kingdom; it's a queendom, man. The woman's all set at the high, and the man is at the bottom, man. Okay.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 41, verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Woe be unto the ungodly men which have forsaken the law of the Most High, the heavens of the Most High power. For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction.
Right.
You know, obviously, in the beginning, that referenced us, Israelites.
Yeah.
But now you can look at this devil, because hey, we was complaining of our ungodly father. Like, damn, why we in this position?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why we got to go through this? Well, now Esau is having that same mindset.
That's right.
You know, that white supremacy is waning. You know, waning meaning it's lessening and lessening over time.
That's right.
Because you think about 50 to 60 years ago, Esau had all the power in the world.
That's right.
I was watching something sometime this week, and when after World War II happened, they came out with the FHA loans, and they were giving all these people loans, all these military men loans for houses, mainly Edomites. Right, and establishing them. Now, these kids can't even buy a house now. You know, no matter if their credit is good or not, and if their credit is too good, Biden's going to tax. So they're complaining. They're complaining about an ungodly father. Why? Because they're really being reproached for their sin. All that white supremacy. Now these kids got to go with it, and the first thing they say is, "Well, I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm not benefiting from it. My people never owned slaves." But you're indirectly benefiting from what your forefathers have done.
That's right. And that's right, man. You know, now they're feeling the effects of their power being lost, man. Okay, you know, that same power that Edomite man had when he walked on the same sidewalk as Jake, and Jake would just cross the street or just stop and go against the wall. Yeah, step off the curb. Now Jake is bumping into Esau. And he's like, yo, what you know? You don't got that power no more, man.
They ain't moving out the way.
Hey, that's how Emmett Till got. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, I just want to say that's how Emmett Till got murdered.
Yeah.
all because of what the white women said.
Yeah, they had that power.
Yeah, that was power back then. Like, that's when you might talk about make America great again.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 6 and 8. And it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were one of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it.
And you see that right now going on. You see that even Jake, that we know that they're 2/3 and stuff, but they're still coming up on some type of, I would say, enlightenment of, hey man, forget this devil, man. You know, the average Jake's like, man, forget this devil, man. We gonna do our own thing. You know, we don't need them. Okay, when times go fast, we're like, oh, I need to work for the, you know, the white man. I need to be under his company. We're not in that mind frame. And that's not just here. That's worldwide. You seeing it, man. Everybody's like, man, forget this devil, man. We can do our own thing, man.
Power declining, man. That's what happens when power starts to decline, man.
That's right.
You know, when wickedness. Now you see these devils. They're the bane of everybody's existence. You know, not just the Israelites. Everybody can't sing these people.
That's right. It's weird though, because I was talking to like my uncle. My uncle is from the west coast of Africa. He's a Jake, man. Okay, all right, from Cote de l'Ivory, the Ivory Coast. And he was talking about because we was talking about together. He showed me the video. He said, "Yeah, man, America's losing power." So the average Jake is knowing this stuff, man. Yeah, he said America's losing power. He said, "Look, I'm gonna show you." He showed me the video of North Korea and South Korea holding hands and jumping over the borders to get together and hugging each other, man. Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, you know, once they do that, they don't need America no more because they'll be joined together and stuff. Yeah. I was like, damn. I'm over here acting surprised. You know, you gotta be with your like, man, for real. Yeah. I'm like, nah, it's the Lord, man, showing that this devil is going out of power. Nobody respects this man. Yeah, man. This kingdom is going out of business, man.
That's the reason why they don't want a reunited Korea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother power unto itself. It's not only do you got the South Koreans who've been eating off American shit forever in the day, establishing their military. They know everything about what they got going on. And then you want to try to put them together with North Korea. It's a wreck. Like who's going to ally with them? You know, so they don't want a united Korea. But these Koreans, they're looking like, look, it's about our benefit. Yeah. All these, you're starting to see these nations go into pockets of what is it called? Isolation. Yeah. That's how most of these countries got big, doing some type of form of isolation from the world.
If you know, it's because they're doing business with China too, and that's all Moab.
Yeah, that's all Moab.
Yeah, so Moab is like, man, stop. Hey, that's just a border, man. Come on, man. We family. It's the Lord bringing all these countries together to ultimately come at to be at odds with America, man. Yeah. You know, we're seeing these things happening, man.
That was it.
Yeah, you had something for me. Oh, this is the book, Job chapter 18 and verse 5. And it says, yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
That's right. So the Lord is putting out the fire of America, man. All right, because at one point, because I was talking to another Uber driver about this. You know, they was like, yeah, man, you just see America kind of going downhill, and he was he looked like a Moabite. He said, yeah, I'm from the country, it's right above Korea and Mongolia, it's like right there. I was like, oh yeah, I know where that's at. And he's like, yeah, man, and I don't know, man, I'd rather go back home because it's dangerous here just like it's dangerous back home, so it's no difference. And so I was like, damn, man, for real? He's like, yeah, America, I used to feel kind of safe here. I don't know about it. So hey, the Lord's showing that this place is going out, man.
Yeah, that's in the precepts that they're gonna go back to their own place.
That's right. Oh yeah.
He about to get it right now.
Yeah, kind of that's Isaiah.
Got 13. Yep, brother about to get it.
These heathen are gonna see that America is waxing worse, so they're just gonna go back home. Yeah. Why stay here? Okay. If you're in your right mind, because we're telling you this place is gonna be nuked to all holy hell. Yeah, all right. So you better off going home. All right, and being somewhat safe until those men of the Lord Yahweh shall come down from them ships, man. Sure. You know.
Yep, he got
it.
Isaiah 13 verse 14. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
I mean, what? It's gonna be so bad out here. You know, chased roe, man. It's really like, you know, a deer. They hear a crackle of leaves, man. They gone, man. You know, so that's how these people are gonna be in these times, man. An ounce of, you know, they can hear a strange noise. Like, oh no, we gotta get up out of here, man. You know.
And they shall every man turn to his own people and flee every one into his own land.
And we're seeing that on a high level right now, man. Everybody's turning to their own people. I was just talking, like I said, I was just talking to a cousin of mine. We having a good conversation. I was telling him, man, how I hate Elam. You know, because Elam is like, they got this proud look about them.
Yeah, you ever go to their stores, man? They always got an attitude. I was at a Walmart Subway or whatever pretzel spot, and I asked the lady for a cinnamon pretzel, and she got a whole attitude at me because she had to make a cinnamon pretzel, bro. Like that's like make the fucking pretzel, man. Like you own this thing. Yeah. But this how they do, man. They look at you like you ain't even supposed to be up in there. I was up in the spot, the gas station yesterday. The Pakistan, you know, 2 little J kids running in the store trying to buy something. He's yelling at them and shit. He's looking at them intently like they're going to steal.
Yeah,
you know.
You know, they say, hey, man, but it shows you people are going back to their own people. But even you're seeing it in the spirit, though, mainly. It's because what you see, Jakes that look like the heathen, cleave unto Jakes that actually got the royal look and stuff. They're like, man, fuck them. I want to be with y'all. And you see, like, it's because you're an Israelite, man. Yeah, you know. I see amongst the for example, in California, amongst those so-called Cambodians, most of them, majority of them are Jakes, man.
There's a lot of them are niggas.
Yeah.
Like them Samoans, that's amongst them Tongans, them Cambodians. Those are all Jakes, man.
Yep.
You can tell by their spirit, they're not acting.
Yeah.
You know, they're not just like, you know, it's on them.
Yeah.
It's in them.
That's right. And then you, like I said, spirits are, the spirits of these nations are going back to the people, man. Yeah. And, you know, no matter how they look like, man. And ultimately, it's going to happen for the elected nation of Israel, man. You know, don't be surprised, you know, because, hey, you already got brothers that do resemble Esau, but, hey, you're going to have Jake that come out that looking exactly like Bruce Lee and shit, man. So we're coming in that time where what? The elected going to hear the word, no matter what they look like, they go cleave unto it, man. Okay, can brother get that in?
I got a preacher. Ezekiel 37 and 22.
Oh yeah.
Ezekiel 37 and I'm sorry, Ezekiel 37 and 21.
And say unto them, thus saith the Lord, how, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side
and bring them into their own land.
That's right. You know, so wherever Israel is, all right, no matter what they look like, it don't matter what they look like, man. That spirit in that body is an Israelite, man. Okay, you gotta have Israelites, which is prime example is like the brother over there in that was over there in the Philippines. You have them that they look like Moab and stuff. But you hear them calling on Yakalba Page, man. Yeah, you know, sitting out there on the roads with the microphone.
Yeah.
Prophesying. I'm like, damn, what the you know, it's surreal. Like, oh snap, this really happened. You know, we believe it was gonna happen, but like, dang, seeing it with your eyes is like a whole new level, man. Okay? You know, so it's showing that what Israel's gonna come out of all these heathen nations, man. Okay, and they're gonna believe the spirit of the Israelites. Okay, are gonna cleave unto being Israelites, man. Okay, no matter what they look like, man. Okay?
Jeremiah 23 verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries whither I have driven them.
I said out of all the countries, okay? In all these countries, there's an Israelite there, man, okay? Because the Lord spreads out, okay? So you're going to have them looking like Esau, have them looking like Moab, looking like Elam, okay? All right, but you can tell by their spirit, okay, that they're Israelite, man. But ultimately, you got to be given that gift to even see that, man. Because, you know, you got these other camps, man, that look at it, a so-called Korean. This man can break dance out. He's spinning on his head, man. But they're like, oh no, he's a kook, man. You go and say, nah, bro, come on, bro. What kook, you know, is spinning on his head, no backflips, bro.
Muay Thai killing it.
Yeah,
those chicks are, how you say in this world, they call them closed-minded. You know, they're not open to understanding that Jake is gonna look like everybody.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We can't deny them. You know, if they come up and believe, hey. he believes on the Yakalba Page. Are you going to deny the man now? Come on, man.
ISUPK, well, they won't even let you come to the barbecue.
Damn.
Yeah, we went, went and touched on a little bit last week about how that whole color, like black, white, and all that, that's like more of a recent adaptation of like identifying people. If you go back to the ancient times, like you were identified by your tribe, but like there was a record on which tribe you were from. It never went by your looks. Like, oh yeah, now we have a guide and saying, the tribes generally look like this, but that's not infinite. That's not 100%, right?
That's right, yeah.
We don't really have the record. We go by faith. But like back in the day, you had a record saying, yeah, I'm from the tribe of Ephraim, right? But you never went off. You didn't really go off books back then, like
Yeah, my father is this father, and his father is that.
Yep.
We
don't have that record no more. Esau destroyed all that, man. He says our record comes back from Africa, our record goes back to Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, it goes way beyond that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, what they said, that was an issue with the Israelite foreigners in the New Testament.
Yep.
They couldn't come back and
They couldn't come back to the land and get what you call the gift of the Commonwealth. Meaning you would get land.
if you were Israelite, you would automatically get some land in your tribal area. But they didn't want to do that. So then a lot of the brothers or sisters or whatever, the brothers that came out, they couldn't trace their lineage back further than Babylon or further than Mede or further than Persia, wherever they was at. They just knew they were Israelites. So they would come in to worship and they were like, nah, you got nothing to do with us over here because you can't trace your lineage. Who's your father? And now at this point, we can't even do that. And that's how Esau tried to use that same thing. Well, who's your mother? They go back to the matrilineal line. But the point of the matter is that they have documentation, and even the super elite do that. When they don't have birth certificates, they got a book who everybody name go into.
And there's a documentary on YouTube where Jacob Rothschild was looking at the book, and he said, "Hey, this is my such and such grandfather, or this is my such and such uncle," and that's all it was. They ain't had no birth certificate. You knew who you were by who your father was.
They even had some old painted pictures and book too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they can trace their lineage. They know every Rothschild that exists on this earth. They have a strict record, and they got all that from Jake. All record keeping came from us. That's right. These nations wasn't really keeping records the way Jake kept records, man.
That's right.
So when you look at it from that standpoint, like the elder was saying about the racial concept or we call a color construct here
in this world, that shit is a recent thing. You can go back to Yoav and Luapak. You can go to other men who created these
pseudo nationality, black, white, African, this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's because those are general terms.
That's right.
If you say somebody from black, well, where's the nation of black? Where the black nation come from? And they'll say Africa. But when you go to Africa, they'll say y'all don't belong here.
Yeah.
So here it is. Well, who are you? Well, our lineage goes back to Jake. Back to Israel, Yashar'Allah.
That's right.
I had a quick precept. This is Revelation 7 and 9. And after these I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Now the Christians will take this precept and try to say, well, that's for all nations. All nations are going to be saying, no. Those people, because when you read up, it tells you about the 144,000, 12,000 men, prophets from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So then it tells you, well, who's behind them? This multitude of people
you're going to have that look like they come out of all these different nations.
Why? Because these are Israelites.
That's right.
Who was scattered amongst these nations.
That's right.
And Jake can't understand that you wasn't just an Israelite in East India from ancient times
and looking like us. No, you're going to look like
them Elamites, man.
That's right.
Because over time, Jake started dealing with Elamites. They have children dealing with Elamites and so forth and so forth. Right. So here it is. These mixed multitude are the people who you don't see. That's why the scripture says
about the angels, they know exactly where each and every one of us are at. That's right.
Okay, they tell by the Spirit. They didn't tell. The Lord said, "Judge not a man on his outer appearance." Man.
Yeah, Isaiah 11:11, I think. Yeah, I get y'all going. Get.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day.
But actually, but read Isaiah 11. Isaiah 11:11 is the point, but read Isaiah 11:1. That kind of shows the lineage thing, right? Because it talks about to be a root that come out of Jesse. Why would they
Tangerine
even
and rice.
talk about that? If there was a direct reason for that root shift, right? Like that root comes from the seed comes from the offspring, right? So
That's right.
11 and 1.
Yep, it's Isaiah chapter 11 and 1. It says, "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots.
Yep.
And the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall rest upon him."
That's right. Yep. So the lineage was from Jesse, right? And that was already tracked. It was already prophesied that's the lineage that was going to come from. And where who's Jesse's forefathers? Like go back, it goes all the way back to Issachar-He, Israel, right?
That's right.
So
Yeah, root is Yahweh Shah.
that's right. Yep.
It says, "The spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of fear of Yahweh, and shall make him of quick understanding
That's right.
in the fear of Yahweh. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes."
Damn, look at that.
That was Esau. We all be done.
That's right.
Because even Esau was killing his own people during the time of slavery, antebellum slavery.
Yeah.
He would have kids, and they would
Put them in
take
slavery.
women. They put them in slavery. They put them to death.
Damn.
They were catching hell, all because of what they looked like. You had the one drop rule. If you got a drop, so-called, not that they could tell back then, but if you had a drop of Negro blood, and then you were considered a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. This devil, he judges after the eyes. We don't do that, and that's what makes us even more spiritual, especially when it comes to different Israelite organizations or groups. Hey, that we're judging through the spirit, man.
That's right. That's beautiful.
Here it go right here. Romans 8 verse 16. "For the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit, that we are the children of the Heavenly Father."
Yeah, I just did a lesson on that this week. I showed videos of what's the one, Tina Marie.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah,
Singer?
Yeah. You look at her, red hair. You think everybody's like, wait, because I was reading on comments on Twitter. People was like, the younger chick don't know. They was like, yo, what the hell? I was like, yo, this is a white. They're thinking, oh shit, this is a white woman. I'm like, y'all don't even know, man. Same thing with Bobby Caldwell. He just passed away. They didn't show his face, and the chick was like, oh damn, who's this? Oh, this is a brother singing. It is a brother singing.
It is.
But he just got the face of, an Edomite, man. The outward appearance, he looks like an Edomite, man.
There's a lot of them singers, man. That they came out of an era of music called Blue-Eyed Soul. So these were Israelites that looked like Edomites, but they had soul. You could start with a group called the Righteous Brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They looked like Edomites, and of course they could benefit. But you had Jakes that weren't famous. That we had something called passing. Israelites that looked like white men or white women, and they would pass to get the benefits of being a so-called white man.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Babe, it was a great example. Recently they just came out because I saw a video on TikTok. Somebody was going to the Babe Ruth.
He may have had
and stuff. They was
so-called
like,
Afrin.
he was passing, but he was really Simeon the whole time.
So here it is. You got these Israelites that use the. Hey, you know how the Jake gonna find a